Wanya inside of the wrestling basement coming at you with every freaking thing you need to know. Monday Night Raw dish. Without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. First up, since it is Monday Night Raw, we can all pretty much see Eric Rowan's go one-on-one with some local talent, in which we're going to get closer and closer to seeing what's inside of his cage that he carry around pretty much everywhere he go, and he talk to it as though it's alive. We done seen this animal or creature or whatever it is inside this cage bite him and spit out blood on his opponent. So maybe, just maybe tonight, we finally get the big reveal on what's inside of that cage. And since we already know that's going to be what's going on tonight as far as Monday Night Raw, we can also look forward to seeing our United States champion Andrade is suspended for 30 days. I'm guessing that it officially started this week, so we might not see Andrade for a very long time. And it's going to feel like a very long time, because when Monday Night Raw rolls around, I'm used to hearing Andrade music, and the first thing that goes into my head after I'm done looking at Zelina Vega, who asked that he's about to kick tonight on Monday Night Raw. But sad to say, nobody's getting their ass kicked tonight on Monday Night Raw. But last week on Monday Night Raw, after Humberto returned, and you know, there was Andrade and Humberto former riding him out with the hammerlock DDT on the concrete. What would Humberto have to say tonight heading into Monday Night Raw? Will he explain his actions, and will he potentially get another shot at the United States Championship when Andrade do return? Also, we got Charlotte Flair. Like we all know that Charlotte Flair is definitely going to be a part of Monday Night Raw every single weekend, considering the fact that she did win the Royal Rumble, the Women's Royal Rumble. Tonight, as far as Monday Night Raw, she's definitely going to be on there. And last week, we seen her go one-on-one with Asuka, and we seen Kairi Sane interfere in the match. So you gotta bet that Kairi Sane versus Charlotte Flair is ahead of us tonight on Monday Night Raw. And I gotta go with Charlotte Flair to pick up the win in this match tonight. Also, last week on Monday Night Raw, the Monday Night Messiah, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, alongside Buddy Murphy, Seth Rollins, and Buddy Murphy, the Raw Tag Team Champions. We seen them last week defend their championships against Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, in which Samoa Joe went out with an injury. But on the Titantron, we seen the Viking Raiders and the ALP get into a backstage fight, which it leads me to believe that tonight we'll definitely be seeing tag team action between the Viking Raiders and the Authors of Pain, in which, of course, this match is not going to end well, because it's too early for the Authors of Pain to lose, and the Viking Raiders, they want to get their hands back on the Raw Tag Team Champions. So I know they're not finna go through the AOP to get that shot at Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy this soon. So if put my best guess on it, this match will definitely be happening, and it won't end clean. So just look forward to that tag team match happening tonight. Will Randy Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, apologize tonight after last Monday Night Raw? He attacked the return of Edge. Now, it's time for me to be honest. Now, it was exciting. I still don't believe that Edge returned to WWE after so long. I was never just a huge Edge fan, because I hated Edge, because, you know, as grimy as he was, picking his spots, you can compare Edge to The Miz, and I still think Edge is more grimier than The Miz. So after what Randy Orton did to Edge last week, I kind of like where this storyline is going, but I'm not really just high up on this storyline. Randy Orton really need to come out there tonight and, you know, establish dominance on the microphone. He needs to say the Legend Killer is back. It ain't nothing that nobody can do, because Edge is clearly not there. He only set for a certain amount of days. So as far as tonight, Randy Orton is not finna apologize. If you a huge Edge fan, please don't think he's finna apologize. You just need to go to WWE shop and enjoy that we got the return of the Rated R Spinner Championship belt. We got some new Edge merch. We're going to see him for a couple of more dates. That's going to be all to it. When these two superstars clash, you got to bet that my money is on Randy Orton. It's time for Randy Orton, like I said, to bring back the Legend Killer persona. And Edge like the perfect legend for him to start with. So, yeah, as far as tonight, Randy Orton does not have no sympathy. You seen what he did to Edge last week. And if anybody else want to step up to him tonight, the same thing will happen to you. We also got the Raw's Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, the man. Who will she face at the WrestleMania pay-per-view defending her championship against? And since Charlotte Flair's out of the picture, Oscar and Kyra Sane, I don't see her facing them no time soon. Like my indicators are clearly pointing at Shayna Baszler. Like that would be a great WrestleMania match. I was led to believe that Shayna Baszler was going to win the Women's Royal Rumble match and go on to WrestleMania and challenge Becky Lynch, but clearly they went another route. But hey, to my knowledge, that still was like in the background and that's being planned and worked. And that's definitely a match we're going to see at WrestleMania. I look forward to seeing it, but to put the cherry on top of that, and you know, I'm not the biggest Ronda Rousey fan, but since Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler run together, and Becky Lynch is just, she don't plan on losing this championship no time soon. The only way that Becky Lynch should lose this championship, and I mean the only way, and I like Shayna Baszler a lot more than Ronda Rousey, so say the match happened at WrestleMania. You know, it's going to be a 5-star match. The man versus the submission magician. You know, 5-star match. It's the fourth quarter, the ninth ending of this women's championship match. And, you know, Shayna Baszler, she down bad and Becky Lynch finna close out. I feel like though Ronda Rousey should come in there and interject her match, you know, distract Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler, choke the man out and win the Raw's Women's Championship. That'll be the perfect ending to the Raw's Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. You know, can't nobody else predict it, and you know, write that down, no better. So I'm really hoping and praying that that's the route that they go and have Shayna Baszler go over on Becky Lynch on the grandest stage of them all. And plus, since Shayna Baszler do come from NXT, there'll be a great way to establish dominance over Raw and SmackDown with NXT, because we seen that Survivor Series, NXT completely manhandled both Raw and SmackDown, and I would love to see that ending happening. And last and certainly not least, last week on Monday Night Raw, we seen Drew McIntyre kick a legit tag team in a 2-on-1 handicap match. How on God's blue, green, red earth is that possible? I don't know. But Drew McIntyre, he beat the OC. And we seen after the match, and you know, that match was pretty impressive by Drew McIntyre. He looked red hot heading into his WrestleMania match with Brock Lesnar, but after the handicap match, unexpectedly, Brock Lesnar ran out there, L5 Drew McIntyre, you know, made a statement saying that, you know, you ain't the only one, you know, can do impressive things, and he left Drew McIntyre right where he was standing. So, as far as this WrestleMania match between Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar, I done said this time and time again. Seth Rollins, he completely decimated Brock Lesnar when it comes to championship matches. You know, I wouldn't say like, you know, completely controlled the match, but, you know, in the end result, Seth Rollins came out on top. And with Drew McIntyre being bigger than Seth Rollins, just being realistically, come this WrestleMania match, Brock Lesnar should not be manhandling Drew McIntyre with all this star power behind him. This match at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship between Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar should end in no more than 5 seconds. Soon as the bell rings, Drew McIntyre must charge at Brock Lesnar with a Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. That would be the perfect way for Drew McIntyre to go over on Brock Lesnar. Can't nobody on the creative team, can't nobody else approve of no better finish than that. Come WrestleMania, with all this star power Drew McIntyre done built up, Drew McIntyre even got me on the Drew McIntyre bandwagon. I like Drew McIntyre. He need to completely decimate Brock Lesnar and cement his name as the WWE Champion on Monday Night Raw. And then whoever else they want to line up to face him for the championship after that, they had to worry about that then. So, come WrestleMania, we must see a new WWE Champion, and that being, and it should be, Drew McIntyre. So, as far as tonight on Monday Night Raw, how would Drew McIntyre respond to Brock Lesnar attacking him last week? And with that pretty much being the end of every freaking thing you need to know Monday Night Raw, smash the like button, super kick subscribe button, comment down below, hit the bell notification. One Yay inside the wrestling basement.